This is Father Louis Skirty with Friends of the Word, a guest section, and today's guest is Ivan Arocho. Welcome, Ivan.
Thank you. Thank you, Father Louis.
Now,
Thank you for
Ivan
having me.
is involved with St. Paul's Outreach Ministry. In a sentence, tell our audience what that is.
Well, St. Paul's Outreach seeks to create dynamic, intentional Christian community on college campuses.
Perfect. Okay. So in the orientation of our meeting a few seconds ago, he told me he looks about 12 years old, right? He's 35. Okay, I'm not disclosing anything you don't want to know. And he said, "I heard you were involved with campus ministry," and I said, "Yes." He's 35. I was involved with campus ministry for 31 years. That ended 5 years ago. So he wasn't even born when I was involved with campus ministry.
Great.
Welcome,
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you for having
Okay,
me.
this is important because campus ministry is so important to me.
Right.
My experience is at William Patterson University, and when I left, it sort of I can't even explain where it went.
Mhm.
So tell me what your involvement is in St. Paul's.
So currently at St. Paul's Outreach, I work in their development department, garnering resources and support in order so that missionaries can do what they do best, which is evangelize, and I help them have the resources and the funds in order to do that on college campuses.
Oh, I
also
might bring
the
you into my ministry. But who are the missionaries?
So the missionaries are students whose lives have been impacted through St. Paul's Outreach at their time at their colleges,
Mm,
and they volunteer. They offer 2 years of their life after college to
great.
volunteer, kind of create a core of missionaries to begin doing campus ministry where St. Paul's Outreach is present. We have currently 7 mission centers across the country,
Excellent.
and so they volunteer there for 2 years, and some continue as
Right.
missionaries
And,
beyond that.
and you got involved as director of development?
As director of development, correct? I
Okay.
came on board in
Give us
October.
your background there.
So I was uh, I came on board to Seton Hall Prep. I actually started my career began at Seton Hall Prep after college. I was in seminary for a while
Oh, at Seton Hall.
at Seton Hall University,
Seminary. Okay.
and after seminary, kind of discerned that God was calling me elsewhere, and I through my friends on the faculty got connected to a wonderful school, Seton Hall Prep in West Orange.
Yeah.
I taught theology there for 3 years, and eventually worked my way into directing a scholarship fund for inner city students.
Great.
And I did that for the last 7 years. That I was
Students
there.
attending the prep.
Attending the prep. So they were inner city students from Newark, East
Excellent.
Orange, and Irvington.
Sure.
And so I began picking up fundraising at that time, and also leading this program. And Seton Hall Prep was very gracious to me in my time there. And but with my theology background and involvement in ministry, this opportunity presented itself this year to come on board and help St. Paul's Outreach
So
here
you're
in
only
New
involved
Jersey.
with St. Paul's for a year?
For this year, yeah.
And
this year.
Ivan and I met through Bob Shanahan, who's involved with a Catholic men's group, and,
Right.
and Bob is also the attorney for Friends of the Word. So,
Right, right.
So he said, "Father Lou, I got a great guest for you."
Yeah,
So,
yeah, we connected at that men's
yeah,
group.
through internet we connected. How
That's
many
right.
months ago?
Right,
But
right.
but this is great. So you've been involved with St. Paul's only. And we're going to get into depth
Sure.
with what they do. Only for 5 years.
Well, St. Paul's Outreach has been in New Jersey for 5 years.
Oh,
and it
in New
started,
Jersey, I
and
see.
it came on board at Seton Hall University through the invitation of their campus ministry office, particularly their mission and ministry office, which is responsible for the Catholic identity of the university, maintaining that identity throughout. And so they were asked to come and join their campus ministry department and minister to students.
Okay, I have
Yeah,
questions about that.
yeah,
That's good.
sure.
Not only because I was in campus ministry already. Why did Seton Hall need an outside group?
I think, uh, obviously that's before my time there, but I think in essence Seton Hall University recognizes the universality of the church and that there are different ministries and
Absolutely.
different approaches to announcing the gospel. And I think they recognized in St. Paul's Outreach a really dynamic formational aspect. Seton Hall University also embraces focus. It embraces their volunteer
The
efforts.
volunteer, yes.
But St. Paul's Outreach distinguishes itself really because it wants to create community and community that offers formation and long-term formation and even community formation. So we also offer a household program. If there's a group of students who really want to go deep in their faith and want to live together, we offer a household program where they actually live off campus in a house, doing morning prayer together, doing chores together, eating together.
And St. Paul's funds this as well.
St. Paul's
That's great.
Outreach Fund.
So, okay, so they get students from campus who are interested in going into depth. evangelizing, living
Right.
community.
And so the way we do that, we call it, we have a four-pronged strategy, which we call reach, call, form, send. So our first stage in evangelization is we want to reach students where they are. So our missionaries go to the dining halls, so a cool thing we do on Thursdays, we give free coffee on the green. So missionaries are giving free coffee to
Food,
students.
college,
Yeah,
I know.
exactly. Shake hands, ask them about how your life is going, how are your exams, how are things going. We at Seton Hall
And these are
University.
peers
These are students who had just graduated college, who are two
who are
years out of
coming
college
back, I see.
max.
Good, good.
We also have we've partnered with Seton Hall University to put missionaries in the freshman dorm. So we have two female missionaries in the freshman floor of the residence hall of Boland Hall, and we also have two male missionaries in the freshman residence.
Excellent,
Um,
excellent.
and so their job is to outreach to students and talk to them and where they're at. Then once they've developed a relationship with those students, call them to conversion through a retreat or experience through prayer meeting. And then those students who will feel called to continue in deeper formation, we offer a formation program. That's a third part of our strategy is to form students weekly.
Excuse me,
Sure.
I know besides developing, do you go onto campus yourself?
Yes, I work, as part of the staff. I'm on campus. I see the missionaries daily. I interact with them. I was actually in Minnesota with them for formational training last week, and which was really wonderful just to pray and meet with them.
Okay,
and
sometime in the
understand.
future I have to meet these guys and
Yeah,
girls.
you have to. You have to.
It sounds so dynamic.
They're dynamic.
God
They're
bless 'em.
wonderful. Really faithful to the gospel.
And they're young adults just out of college.
Correct.
2 years, and then what happens after
And so,
with them?
just to backtrack a little bit, so we talked about formation, and then the goal of that formation is that we send them out back when they graduate college, go to their homes and their parishes as leaders in their churches and their parishes, or become part of this missionary corps. And so they volunteer for 2 years, and then they can either continue as missionaries or they go back home and work and start families or go to religious life. We actually have, I think we have a recent stat of our alumni. 27% are working full time for the churches. So
God bless you.
27% of our alumni.
This is whetting our appetite. This is great. This is Ivan Arocho with me, Father Lou Scurti. We're talking about St. Paul's Outreach, which sounds like a fantastic, dynamic ministry serving colleges, just Catholic colleges, or
No, we have Catholic
colleges and universities throughout the country.
Mhm.
And we'll be back at our next episode, so you want to tune in again, okay? Just follow Ivan Arocho on our search bar, and you'll find out what the next segment's all about. Thank you, Ivan. God bless you. And
Thank
we'll
you.
talk
Thank you,
about your
Father.
personal life later.
Thank
He
you.
has like 1,000 kids. God bless you.
Thank you.
We'll be back. This is Father Lou. I'd like to hear from you, Father Lou Scurti at hotmail.com. God bless you, and pass this on to your family and friends.